The behavior I would like to change is decreasing how much I bite my lips and the skin around it.
Okay, so we're gonna start by just kind of going over that. We're gonna start by just going over the activity sheet that we did last week. Do you have it on you?
I did it on my phone.
You did it on your phone? Okay. Yeah, that's absolutely okay. Whatever works for you. The best method for you is the most important. So, I'm gonna have you walk me through the week and just kind of let me know how many times you notice the behavior occurring.
I would say about 7 times.
7 times. And do you have like, were they all kind of within the same day range? Was it more spread out? Was it?
It was more spread out.
Okay.
And so I think one of the times that came out to me the most was when I was doing it. I was working on an essay. I was working on a class assignment, and I was like struggling a little bit. It was taking a like I wasn't like very stressed, but I definitely felt like I was a little anxious. Like it was taking a lot of time. There was a lot that I needed to do this week, and it was quite a big assignment, at least for me. Like
Okay.
required a lot of research, and I found that like I would be staring at my screen. One hand would be on my computer, like doing research, looking,
Okay.
scrolling at some stuff, and I would be using my other hand to help me like chew on my lip. And so I just noticed I was like I could be using both of my hands to be doing this, or I found I was like
Okay.
I wasn't like super stressed, like my heart was palpitating, but I knew that I was like in an anxious period. Like even when I had sat down to start working, I was like I have so much I need to do.
Okay. And were you at home when you were doing this? Were you like at the library, at a cafe?
I was at home in my basement around my desk. So I don't always do my work there, but again, when I know I need to like really settle down and like be productive, I go to my desk. And so it's very like
So you were in like a desk setup with the laptop open. Okay.
Yeah.
And I kind of get the sense that even when you're talking about it, you get a little anxious and a little overwhelmed. Is that how you were feeling during the writing the assignment?
I think I definitely was overwhelmed. There was just a lot of things that needed to be done, and I knew I had time right now, and I really wanted to maximize my time as much. And so like I knew like okay, I have time. I need to get a lot done.
Okay. And when you're talking about it now, do you think the feeling of overwhelming and then like I get the sense that you're like are you a little overwhelmed as you're talking about it, or do you feel okay with it?
I think I'm still in an overwhelmed state in terms of like everything that's required for me.
Okay.
In terms of like school and like personal responsibilities. So
Okay.
it's just I haven't yet gone over that hump of where like
so even just talking about the stuff you have to do is a little bit overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. And what was I gonna say? And so let me just reflect on what I was gonna say. I lost my train of thought. That's okay. It happens. And then when you did notice the behavior, was it like right away when you started the behavior, or was it a bit of time later?
It was relatively like a few minutes into it.
Just a few minutes though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not bad because like that's not bad because I remember last week when we were talking about it, you can say you were doing it for like 30-40 minutes before you noticed, right? So that's a good thing, and it's okay. You noticed it, you noted it down, and now it gives us a base plan of where we can work from. How about the other times? Were they all kind of similar incidents, or were there any other?
Again, yeah, kind of similar in situations, especially like when I'm thinking about like when I'm writing to my agenda. So when again I'm like planning out what I'm looking at, all my deadlines, all the things I need to do, and like the amount of time. Then I'm like writing and I'm thinking like okay, and I'm like biting my lip.
Okay.
But for example, like I sometimes give myself like okay, like you need to do 5 minutes of absolutely nothing, like go on your phone or just like read. And like those I don't notice anything.
You don't notice anything? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And so I think that's giving us an interesting trend. I feel like if you start to look at all the things you have to do, you start to feel a little bit overwhelmed. And I think that could be playing into it. It's definitely something we can explore and like work on. Do you tend to be someone who like thinks ahead a lot?
Plan for the future? Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So that's. You can cough. It's okay. If you need to cough, don't. I don't want you to feel like you can't do things here. It's a safe environment. It's okay. Don't worry. So if that's something we can look into, because that may be a situation that gives us a red flag that maybe we should put in some strategies and behaviors so we don't end up doing the behavior that we want to change. Does that sound like a plan to go from there?
Very well said, yeah.
Do you have any questions for me?